Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM, you're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition, with your host, Heather Alto and Diane Erb.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Local to Me. I'm loving our new intro.
I know. We moved up in the world
I know,
a little
right?
bit.
I think Woody finally decided, well, they've made it past 12 episodes. We'll give them a little something, something. But that was created by our very own Woody Watts here with Watts Creative. Thank you so much for that, Woody. And that our new intro is actually sponsored by Visiting Angels of Lynchburg. They are coming on as one of our new sponsors for May. And Visiting Angels of Lynchburg is located at 2900 Old Forest Road, Suite B. And they are a locally owned private duty home care agency serving Lynchburg and the surrounding counties. And they are helping seniors thrive throughout their golden years. I love that. And they are currently seeking help, as most of everywhere is, but they are seeking hardworking and dedicated individuals to help them carry on their mission. And so if you are in need of in-home care for a loved one, or if you are looking to work and provide those types of services, contact Visiting Angels at 434-337-3836 or at visitingangels.com. So thank you so much to Visiting Angels for being a new sponsor of Talk Local to Me. We have a really good show today. So if you are listening in, first of all, let me just say right now that this is pre-recorded. We had to record on Tuesday instead of being live on Wednesday because Diane and I will be helping out with the Healthcare Heroes Parade that's going on through Centra, and our sponsor of that with Nadine Blakely. And it's kind of a parade giving back to the local community, our local healthcare workers. And so since we can't be in two places at one time.
Darn. We tried.
Yeah, we tried. We thought about trying to get like a remote going, but then Woody would have had to been in two places at one time, and that just didn't work. So we're pre-recording today, but we have a really great show because if you are someone in the small business arena and you are looking for some marketing tools to put in your toolbox, I have two ladies here that would love to help you out, and they've both done fantastic work for us at the Central Virginia Business Coalition. And so we're going to be speaking today with Maggie McKenna with Maggie Takes Pics and with Mariana Hill with ID3 Media. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Or I guess technically it's afternoon, but you know what?
I started to say it, but
no, good afternoon, ladies. We'll get them. We'll get both. So so we're going to be talking with them about different marketing tools that you can use for your business, because let me just say, I know a lot of people think, and especially when COVID hit, their marketing budget they tossed it because they thought, oh, we can't afford this. But you have to.
You have to definitely market yourself. Yes.
And you may sit there and think, okay, crazy ladies, what if we don't have the money? Well, you know what? I think right now there have been so many small businesses that have really worked hard with other businesses to make sure that we are kind of keeping them promoted and thriving throughout the area. So we're going to talk to them and have some really great info. But before we get into that, I do want to mention a couple of quick things. First of all, our Empower Women's event was fabulous, in my opinion.
Yes, it was.
So we had so many women that came, and my Facebook was like dinging like off the hook afterwards because people were just like,
for days. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, thank you. This was great. And my husband was like, can you turn that off? I was like, yeah. So that was fantastic. And we have a few things that'll be coming up in the next couple of months. If you're a small business, be on the lookout for our July Pirate Bob event. We'll be putting out information about that soon. But one thing I do want to bring up today, and I put out on our Facebook page yesterday that I had some really good news for our businesses that were in like the retail kind of sales and promo area. And so we're going to put that information out today, but I thought I'd go ahead and share it here too. But we are a part of the National Retail Federation, and they do a lot with helping businesses in our area, or all over the nation actually, national. But they hold a live conference every year, normally in person. It's usually a 5-day event. This year, of course, due to COVID, they've decided to take that virtually for the first time. So it's a 5-day virtual event beginning June 21st. And normally you have to be a member of the National Retail Federation, and then they have like different price points that you hit. So even a member right now, it's about $395 for the 5-day conference. And that gives you access to over 170 speakers. They have marketplaces open with about 40 different businesses there, like promoting their different things that you can use for your company. Round tables, networking, you name it. It's a lot. And so I reached out to them to see, since we were a member, is there something we could offer our small businesses so they did not have to pay the $395 or the non-member fee, because technically they would have been non-members, which is about $595. And so they came back and let me know that yes, any business that is a member of the CVABC that wants to attend this conference can now do so for $100. That is it. You get the 5-day conference for $100. You do have to register with a specific code, and we give that information out to the members once they ask. They have a lot. So right now they've set aside 10 spots. I told them, well, we're going to probably need more than that. But as we see those 10 spots going, we just keep letting them know, and they'll keep opening up spots for us.
Do we have a cap with that?
She did not give me a cap as of right now. She just told me to keep letting her know, like once I get to about 8, to let her know. And then she told me that if there's a business that tries to log on with our code and they get an error, that just means we're full. And for me to tell them to hold on until they get it set back up.
Oh, that's cool.
That is amazing.
So, excuse me, for some reason, I have something in my throat today. But
Sarcasm.
that's the truth. That's how I felt all morning.
It's this pollen in the wind. It's crazy. I woke up and I'm coughing up all kinds of obscene stuff.
It's the Rona. I'm leaving.
It is.
6 feet.
We've got distance. Okay.
But yeah, so this is honestly, it's going to be an excellent opportunity for businesses in this area to jump on. And because it's 5 days, you can pick and choose your sessions. They have the agendas out. It's also on demand, so you can go back and look at some of the speakers. And when I'm talking about speakers, I'm talking about some brilliant CEOs of high-level companies that are going to be talking. And I know when we're talking about local, but it doesn't hurt to hear from larger businesses that are doing a great job. So
yeah, they started from small too.
Exactly.
They did not start big. They started small. So
yep.
and $100 for a 5-day conference is incredible.
I know.
You can't beat that.
$20 a day for on-demand.
That's right.
Training.
And it's not just, like I said, it's not just the sessions. You can jump into the marketplace and talk with the vendors about the things they have going on. There's going to be, like I said, round tables where you can just jump in. They have all different types of topics. So we're going to be putting some more information out about that later today on our Facebook page. But definitely want to jump on that quickly. So that's something I just wanted to put out there because I thought that was pretty cool.
It is.
And I wanted to share that. And that just kind of adds into the marketing sort of that we're going to be talking to them about. And, just different ways that you can promote your business or learn. I think that's a big thing. The more you learn, the better. So we are going to start off and, honestly, I say we're going to start off because normally we talk with like one speaker, but I feel like the two of you guys flow so well together with what you guys do that, I just think in general, we're just going to chat if that's good with you guys. And, we're going to talk back and forth about each of your businesses and how we collaborate and how other businesses can work with you. So I'm going to start off with Maggie. And Maggie wears a lot of hats. Let me just say.
Yes.
She doesn't just do Maggie Takes Pics, but we're going to start with that.
Okay.
Cool. So
that used to be my license plate. Too many hats.
Too many
hats. I love that.
I like that.
And then I decided I needed to focus a little more. So now,
Now it's where'd my hats go?
I need a hat. What did I do with that hat? I put it over there.
That'd be me.
So Maggie, you have Maggie Takes Pics, and tell us a little bit about what you do with, because you're not just photography. I mean, you're photography, but you focus a lot on female and
Yes.
portrait, that sort of thing. So tell us a little bit more.
Okay. I started Maggie Takes Pics. It'll be 11 years ago this month. My 10-year celebration got COVID, but whatever. But I focus on taking photographs of women. It started with scrapbooks. I had moms who had pictures of everybody except them. They always, I don't look good in pictures. And I started out looking for these moms and to make sure that they were in photographs. And there are also a lot of women who are not mothers. Their business is their baby. Okay, let's go. And so I started branching out more into the branding side of it, because we need those headshots. We need to look good in whatever we're doing. And as social media has grown, that aspect has grown as well. So we've got profile pictures and cover photos and this format and the other format, and how many different ways can you crop a picture? So,
Right.
But you need to look good and you need to look professional so that you are representing your business online as the professional that you are. And so I find it, that's been a very important aspect of what I'm trying to get across, is so everyone has a professional photograph of them that they can use, that they like, that represents them well and is current. Because if you are walking into a meeting and you do not look like your picture anymore, people are going to have trust issues with you.
Yes.
You were lying about this. Now, what else are you not telling me?
It's almost like dating.
Kind of,
Right?
yes.
Tinder.
Yes, it is.
What I love about your pictures.
Dating profiles, too.
Oh, do you do those?
Oh, gosh,
Not that
yes.
I have one. I'm just asking.
Absolutely.
I know some people that may need to call you. But what I love about your photos is that you like for that person's personality to shine through. It's not
Yes.
just like this one-sided picture. Like you can see the way you pose people or some of the props and all of that. So you're right. When you talk, I know I'm behind you. How you doing? I think it's funny, not funny. I think it's cool how you're right when you say women don't like to be in pictures, or, mothers, or, we're the ones. And I'm talking about me, because when I look back on family photos, I am usually behind the camera. I don't want to
Right.
be in that.
Exactly.
But I know that you've taken our pictures before, and you make it so fun. Like you're just, like you make me laugh. And then you took my picture and I'm like, why am I so excited? But it's that joy coming through because you do make it fun. That's what you need.
Thank you. I try.
Um,
Give me enough time. And I will get a genuine smile out of you.
I saw a quote. I actually wrote it down, if you don't mind me reading it. It was on your website, from Carol. I love this. This made me giggle. Like I spit my coffee out a little bit. It said, Maggie is a wonderful photographer. I've never had such a good time getting a mug shot.
That's funny.
So do you
she
do
was such
side
a
gigs
fun-
at the
she
jail?
was a fun session. She really was. Carol is a fantastic example of what I like to do. She has actually had two businesses. She had one that had her working with lawyers and really big corporate kind of people. And she wanted to look very pulled together and professional. So we styled her that way. We put her on a gold background. We put her in a red power suit. We pulled her hair back. And she looked, imposed her in a way that made her appear confident and strong. She also had an educational business where she taught real estate and real estate trusted things. And I'm not sure exactly the whole business, but we softened her up. We put her in a navy blue suit that projects trust. We put her in, softened her hair, put her on a nice neutral background. So she had that look for that business. And then because I'm me, we dressed her up and we played dress up. We put her in an evening gown, put some pearls on her, glammed her up a little bit more. Because how often are you going to get the chance to have the wind blown in your hair like a Vogue cover model? So,
Yes.
Well, yesterday, but that wasn't. I wasn't fancy about it. Ended up being covered in pollen.
I like to play. I've got like a whole closet of these dresses and things. So.
That is so cool.
Because it never happens. I had one of my moms do that, and it always turns out to be one of the favorite shots. Is this? Let's just take 10 minutes at the end to play.
Yeah, the random ones.
Yeah, those are
That's
always the most fun.
I know when you were doing mine, I kept giggling because every time she'd be like, "No, stick your chin out," and like I'd have to, you feel so uncomfortable like with some of them, but then I realized that I didn't have hid my double chin. So she knows how to make you look good, people. Let me just say she does that. And I also saw you just did some for, is it Suzanne?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I almost did not even recognize her because she's cut her hair and everything, but she looked beautiful too. So Suzanne, if you're listening or if you decide to listen to this, you looked beautiful. Let me just say. So
I thought she did too. So she's on my banner.
So what I love too, because I stalk your page, those boudoir photos.
Yes.
So women, contact Maggie for your husbands. They will love it.
I'll do it for you.
Well, I can't do it, but I'm telling other women they need to do that. I can't do that.
Okay, do it for your husband if you need an excuse. But I will let you know at the end of that session, you will realize that it was about you. And it was about you looking gorgeous and being comfortable with yourself.
And they're so tasteful and they're beautiful.
Yeah, if it's not Facebook safe, I don't want to see it.
Oh no.
So
What?
yeah, this is
No.
I'd
definitely
have to charge extra for that.
Yeah, I have limits on my boudoir. My boudoir is very tame, relatively speaking.
Yeah. But they're just gorgeous, and that's what you want. You want your inner beauty and all of that to come through.
Yes.
So check out your Facebook page too, because you've got some of those on there. So if y'all are interested in what those look like, with your other stuff. Now, you do consultations or sessions before your actual picture day, or is it?
Yes. I like to sit down with the women I'm going to photograph and find out exactly how they want to be photographed. I'd like to know, how is this for professional purposes? Is this for personal purposes? Do you need help with what to wear? I have a guide for that. I give you preparation tips. All of that. Everything is custom. Do you want to be on location? Do you want to be outdoors? Do you want to be indoors? At your house, a hotel, my studio? All of that. This is not like, Sears, where you come in, you get the first pose, and it's whatever the photographer decides, and you're done. Thank you for your money. If you want extra, then
Which screen do you want?
right.
Someone with the sunflowers.
So I do everything. Everything is custom. So we do sit down ahead of time. I've been doing a lot more of those on Zoom and even the phone, rather than over coffee, which is my preferred method. But yeah, we definitely do that to make sure that you're getting what you want. And a lot of people put time limits on the session. It's 20 minutes, you're done, whether you're done or not. Mine is also up to you. If it runs over an hour, then it runs over an hour. But I'm not going to stop until I know that you've got what you envisioned us photographing.
That's really cool. I like that.
So to kind of segue into Mariana, because I love the fact that the two of you have actually collaborated very recently and used each other for work, which I think is just wonderful.
Mariana doesn't know it yet, but she's got to come in for a more full session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just found this out. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
But so one of the things for me, like I love it. Maggie has done my headshot and I use it, when I'm doing like my professional posts. And then, I needed something more professional to put out there about the Central Virginia Business Coalition, because we're really trying to market ourselves and our brand this year. And so we were able to use ID3 Media, and Mariana came and we did a commercial. So it's a small
A mini commercial.
mini commercial, yes, that we did through her, and I love it. It's quick, it's to the point, it showcases all of the different things that we do. I felt like I had an entourage for a little while. I was like, yay, because they were,
I was the stalker Roxy.
they were, yeah,
Paparazzi. Yes.
they were showing up with the cameras and taping, but I loved the outcome. So tell everyone a little bit about the videos and like the commercials that you do and how that can help with their business.
So what it is the video business card. It's Maggie actually had the introduction one, which was the short one of just who she is and what she does. You had the extended version with the in-studio interview, I guess. So we have two options, in studio or on location. And it's just a great way to showcase your business and show people how you are, gives you, shows your personality, and then the inside view of your business. That's basically what it is. We also do customer or client testimonials and product demonstration videos as well. So just a great way to promote you and your business, and just gives people an inside view of how you operate and what you're all about.
And I liked that it was so easy, and it didn't you came to events and things that I was already planning to be at. So it wasn't something I had to stage, or you were just kind of there, and I didn't feel uncomfortable because I was doing what I already felt good about doing anyway. So it wasn't something that I was super nervous about. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be videoed today. And I think one time I actually forgot, and I was like, I got here, I was like, oh, what am I wearing? But that's okay. It looked all right. But
it was funny because at first I didn't realize what was happening until the second time they showed up. And I'm like, do I need your autograph, Heather? What is happening? You've got these people following you all around, all fancy and stuff.
oh, yes.
Like she wins an award, and what's happening?
I know, right? Just win one award and off I go. I'm up for an Emmy next year, guys.
There you go.
But and I was waiting when we did for the finished product, and it was phenomenal. I was so excited with how, like I said, how quick and clean it was, and I thought it looked really good too. So check if you haven't seen my video, or not mine. I'm sorry, the Central Virginia Business Coalition's video. It is about
Featuring Heather.
Featuring Heather and her personal branding.
Because I just talk too much anyway. That's why we had to have the extended version for me. But definitely check that out on our Facebook page, or it's on YouTube.
Yes, the YouTube as well. ID3 Media Productions.
Yes. So check that out and then contact them, because that's definitely something you want to look at doing for business. And honestly, the price point on it is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know if you can share a little bit about what that is, or if you'd rather keep that secret. You can, but.
The 30-second that Maggie did, the introduction video, it starts at $300 for just in studio. And then the one you did was actually, it's $400, which is still, what it is I followed you around personally with my camera, and then you came into the studio, sat down for your 60-second talk, and then we put it together. So, but if it's on location where I come to you and I shoot everything separately, that would be a higher price.
Gotcha.
But the basic rate is just starting at $300, so it's very affordable.
Yeah, it was. It was very affordable, and for the quality of what came with it, it was definitely worth it. So, now, so I'm going to ask, and both of you ladies can jump in, but so what is the importance of marketing yourself, or the branding per se, not just of you, but for your business, especially if you're a small business and you're kind of the face of it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's critical because you basically are your business. You're the face, not just the face of it, but especially if you're a solopreneur, people are they're gonna turn to you for advice. They're gonna look for you for your professionalism and for your experience, and you need to be able to show that. It used to be it was 7 touch points before somebody would actually pull the trigger and buy. I think it's like 11 now. So the more you get out there in different media, the better chance you have of someone actually saying, oh yes, I want to work with this person. And you need to be consistently showing up. And to consistently show up, you don't want to be putting out the exact same thing all of the time. You need to have something new and something fresh to put out there every now and then. That's why I do extended personal branding sessions, is so that you can have you could have a new picture every day if you wanted to, if you do it right. But people, they want to see something similar so they know that's you and they're following that train along, but they don't want to see the exact same thing. They kind of tune out after a while. And not just photographs, but video. Video is huge now.
Yeah, 1 billion users on YouTube every day. So with the number one video type being watched is how-to videos. So if you offer a how-to video, definitely contact me.
Yeah.
Oh, I
For
hadn't even thought
in-depth-
about that. That's
yeah,
all.
how
Yeah.
to.
I watch those a lot.
Yeah, how to.
Everything.
You need to fix something, or you're just
Yes.
curious how something works. How to is the number one searched.
And even with a service business, though, how to work with me as your service provider. This
Yeah.
is what I do.
Yeah.
So even service providers could do that.
Yeah.
And Mariana's great. I went in
Thank you.
for my introduction video, and you can put me in front of a still camera all day long. You can put me behind the camera. You can put me in front of it. You want me in front, I'll model, but don't put me in front of video.
Yeah.
It took a long time for me to finally reach out and say, okay, I'm going to do this. And she was so patient with me. I think
a
we
lot of
worked through
fun.
like 9 takes
Yeah,
before I was
that's
happy
fine.
with it.
I don't like being
and
like-
even then I was like, hey, can you cut this part?
Yeah, at the end. I don't like being in front of the camera either. I'd rather be behind. But sometimes you have to be in front of it. Like when she did my headshots, I was laughing. So, and then when I looked at the end pictures, I was like, wow. I don't even think I look like that. But there I am in the picture. It was amazing.
The video camera is just so intimidating.
So,
It kind
So
of
very
is.
intimidating.
But when you get them to do behind the scenes, when she came and did yours and you forgot that they were there, she's come out to do mine so I can have a longer version too.
yeah,
I was so happy with the short version. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I need to redo the long version now.
that'll be out next week.
Right.
That's
So
what we're working
she's
on this
actually
week.
working on that now. But she came and followed me around at a headshot session. And so there will be a behind the scenes how to and what a portrait session with me is like.
One of the things that I liked about the commercial that you did for me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but right now I think like when people are posting things like that to Facebook or to YouTube or whatever, people don't want long drawn out
Right.
video.
No.
So you want to, from what I've heard, like you capture people's attention for maybe 15, 20 seconds, something like that, maybe 30. And so being able to give them a quick and concise, here's who I am, what I do, or how to do this
Right.
in a quick, do you see that
Yeah.
works better?
Yeah, that's better because everybody's on to the next thing before you know it. So it's actually, we offer the 30 or the 60 second right now. So yeah, and mainly it's just the introduction video, the 30 second. Those are good for email marketers, insurance agents, real estate, anybody like that. Just here I am, this is what I can offer you. And then of course yours, the 60 second, shows everything that you're able to do for the business to help them grow, or just in the general, a business in general, like a restaurant or something like that. You can show all the different things related to the restaurant, and then the person can come in and sit down and talk about it while their video is showing. And that's basically the same.
Now, these are things that you can upload to your LinkedIn page, right?
Right.
Yes.
Look, I just rediscovered LinkedIn. I'm trying to make friends with it again, but I don't know why it's confusing to me.
I
But
know, I struggle with it
I was like,
sometimes.
what do you, because I was looking at it the other day. I'm like, what do you upload here? And it, so I guess this would be good to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like LinkedIn's more like business focused.
Yeah.
It is.
And that's what I'm trying to get more into because I post everything on Facebook and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should put this on LinkedIn too.
Did you put yours on LinkedIn?
No, not yet. I'm going to.
Yeah,
though.
you should do
I
that.
think I'm not sure if Mariana put mine up or not, but I need to. I'm kind of like you. I'm just rediscovering my LinkedIn. Like I made 2 posts yesterday, and I felt very accomplished. Like I was like, whoop, whoop. Somebody saw
I saw
it and
your
liked
post
it.
actually. I saw
So,
it.
And I'm not only like my own personal, but like the Central Virginia Business Coalition has a LinkedIn page, and I've kind of forgotten. I think we've only got like
Do
I don't
we?
know. Like, yeah, exactly. We don't have very many followers. So we need to push that. Well, I guess you don't really have followers in
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
I don't know.
I need
Yeah,
I need
you
a class.
do. Actually, there are followers.
There's too many
I need to go
platforms.
back.
It's exhausting to me. I'm like, well, I
It
guess let me
is.
try LinkedIn for a little bit.
Yeah. And then somebody was talking about TikTok. I was like,
Oh,
no,
we
ma'am.
are not TikTok.
That's the short videos.
So, okay.
Really
Short.
short.
Yeah,
Aren't they
that's
just
really
silly
short.
though? I mean, they're not business oriented, right?
There are actually business TikToks.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
There are.
you can
Yeah.
get some really serious information off of TikTok, but then you can get
I just
people
see a bunch
dancing,
of
acting.
teenagers doing dumb stuff.
Well,
that's
that's
all
most
I've
of it.
seen. Maybe
Or-
I'm looking up the wrong stuff.
think
Or
that's where
funny
it started.
puppies, like little puppy dog videos. That's what cracks me up. The little dogs talking to you. I'll sit there and laugh. Anyway, I'm going way off
Off
topic.
topic. Sorry.
Well, it happens.
But I think that's good because, there are different platforms. And I think that businesses need to figure out what's the best way, like what one works best for them, and then use the tools that you guys give them, whether it's photography or video, and push out their business or their brand through, all those different avenues, because you never know who's going to be looking at what. And I think that even goes with like even this podcast. I think, Woody, you'll tell us how many people listen for longer than 10 minutes or something. And I'm like, oh, that's good. People didn't just shut us off right away. Right, Woody? So,
Is it that fuzzy math?
yeah,
though?
people listen to us and just, they keep listening, which is awesome. So, I think that is, you're always trying to gauge what you're doing well by stuff like that. And I think that's what small businesses want to see is I always get like, what are the statistics? What are this and that? And, I don't know. Like I go and look on those insights on Facebook and I'm like, well, it says that like so many people saw it, but they viewed it this many times, but it was breached or I don't know. It's a lot of people.
It's confusing, yeah.
Yes. I feel like we have a train coming through.
Let's wait for the ceiling to start falling on my head.
Well, since today we are taping for tomorrow, we're not going to have a call-in for our train coming through today.
So it's the Tuesday train that you'll hear on Wednesday.
Yes.
But,
Oh, you know what? I've never noticed that you can actually kind of see it
You see the lights bouncing.
shaking.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
probably don't want to be able to look too hard and see the rafters moving.
no, don't look up because it'll land in your eye. Okay.
Well, speaking of, so while we have a train going through, because we don't have a technical train sponsors for this month yet, but we do have another new show sponsor. So I would love to just very quickly throw that out and then go ahead and put out our trivia question. And so, wow, that's a loud train.
Wow, day.
I mean, is it on top of us, Woody? What's happening?
Just let me know when I need to run.
So,
Oh, it's over.
for those that listen to the
Forgot to
show,
update my web.
the trivia question that I'm asking today, instead of having you call in, we ask that you go and put your answer on our Talk Local to Me Facebook page. Once we'll put the show up and have it there, and we'll have you just post underneath of it what the answer is, and we will choose a winner randomly from all of the answers that we get. We'll choose a winner at the end of this week. And so our trivia question today is, who was the youngest jockey to win the Kentucky Derby? So just thought I'd throw that out there because, everybody was doing the Derby,
Right?
the Kentucky Derby thing. And so put that, the answer to that on our Talk Local to Me Facebook page. And like I said, we'll pull a random winner for that. But I do also want to thank our newest sponsor, Taproots. And they have joined us as a May show sponsor. And if you have not been to Taproots, you are really missing out. And I think it's gone. Okay, so now I can actually do justice to this
Wow.
commercial.
That
So-
made my head pound.
So, Taproots is located on Old Forest Road, and they specialize in providing natural homeopathic remedies to relieve pain instead of you just receiving temporary relief from your pharmaceutical medicines, over-the-counter drugs. They also help to bring you safe, high-quality, holistic CBD products that have consistent results. And, they have been offering, different types of seminars, and I think they're now offering CBD massage there. So I highly encourage you to go check out Taproots. And I use them. I've gotten those Goli gummies. If you've seen on TV, they have the apple cider vinegar gummies. And so I've gotten those. And then I've also gotten the newest ones, which are the blue Goli gummies. And I am going to just completely just wreck this name, but it's ashwagandha. Am I right? Ashwagandha gummies.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
We wouldn't know if you were wrong.
Well, Carrie, if I'm wrong, you let me know. But I think it's ashwagandha. And I started taking those right before bed because she told me it helps to like relieve stress and kind of relax you for sleep. And I have insomnia where, if I wake back up, I'm up for probably the rest of the night most of the time. So I took 2 of these, and let me tell you, I slept like a baby through the night. And even when I woke up, I wasn't in that state of like, I was up and I was ready to go. I was still very relaxed, and I was able to just kind of lay back down and fall right back to sleep. So for me, that was amazing. So definitely check out Taproots, and see what kind of products they have that.
And
may
they
help
have
you.
stuff for your animals too. I went there and talked to Carrie, and
That's right.
my dog is on CBD oil, and she loves it. It was actually easier to give to her than I thought. You just tease her with a piece of bread and shoot the tincture right in her mouth, and she's focused on the bread. So she's got really bad arthritis in her hips, and I can tell a difference in her being able to walk further. She could only go to like the end of the house, and now she follows me all the way out into the field. So that's great, and I would rather do something like that where it's natural than, buy all these medications for her at the vet. So
Will it calm down my hyper dog?
I think so. I think
yes,
there's, yeah.
yes, actually it would. And I'll tell you too, just real quick. I went and got these little pills, natural pills. I can't even think of what the name of them. It starts with an I. It's like 2 words, but they're tiny little balls, and it's like I call it my little happy pill. But it's like it gives me clarity. It was like a couple of days after I started taking it, it was like I could think, I could focus, I felt happier. So she's got a wide variety of things.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
So thank
I'm
you
convinced
to.
I need to visit.
Yeah, you do. You need to visit. So thank you to Taproots for being our May sponsor. And actually, if you go back a couple of episodes, if you check us out on Grove Street FM, we actually spoke with Taproots. We spoke with Carolyn from there, and there was some really valuable information on there. So you can check out our past episode where we have them, and I'm sure we'll have them back on again soon to talk about a few other things. But I'm loving I'm just going to say ashwagandha. That's like I just want to say that word. I love my ashwagandha gummies.
You sound so exotic.
I am. I know. I feel.
Well, she's famous.
I know, right?
She wins awards. She's followed around by video crews.
And the price of ashwagandha just went through the roof. Buy stock in it, friends. Buy stock now.
Oh my gosh.
So
Is it going to compete with the gas now?
no, I was just going to
Oh
ask
my
you guys,
gosh.
did y'all go get gas today? Because
No, because I can't do what everybody else is doing. I'll wait till next week when there's no gas, and it's gonna be like the whole toilet paper thing.
Well, I had
Be
to
like, Heather,
I had
can you
to
get
fill
it?
up. I didn't have enough gas to get here this morning if I didn't. So
I will not almost fight somebody
That was hysterical.
for gas for you like I did for toilet paper. Oh, that was
my.
hilarious. That's
Heather
how much
was
you
getting
love somebody.
snippy in Walmart. Sorry, lady, if you're listening. That was Heather.
But no, I did start seeing everybody talking about the gas. And so then that's another thing, like you're talking about like social media, like it just started going out there and then like everyone's running out and getting gas and like for all we
everybody
know, you really
panics.
didn't need it.
No.
no, we don't. We need to stop panicking about things.
Just calm down. Right. I don't know.
But yeah, put it out there. Maybe it'll go viral.
Yeah.
It
So,
will.
we've talked a lot about like social media and the branding there, but people
Yes.
are still utilizing, magazines and television and
Yes.
radio and all those forms of media, which I'm sure, both of you have ways that you're your products or what you do, can help them there. I know with photography, of course, when people are doing ads, but even now, so most of those are digital.
Right.
So they can add a commercial to it where, if
Yeah,
someone
video.
clicks on their ad, it pulls up a video.
Right.
So are y'all seeing where that kind of is helping as well, like with branding, even the non-social media piece of it? Because I know for me, I mean, I'm thinking that it would definitely, because people want to still look professional in those areas.
Yes, absolutely. I've had several pictures that have shown up in print in magazines and for other people, and I'm kind of excited because I got my first book jacket off her
I
headshots.
saw that
so
with the
excited.
little dog.
saw
I
that
love
too.
that.
Yeah, she was grabbing a couple pictures with her dog at the end, because at that point we were in the play around stage. She's also an artist, so I have some pictures of her in her studio, but she had scooped up her little dog because, of course, the dog is going, Mom, you're ignoring me, and there's people here, and I don't understand why I'm not getting attention. And so we snapped a couple pictures with the pup, and I don't usually do pets, but this one was very, very responsive to cues. And that's the one they picked and put on the back of her book.
I thought
So-
that looked so
was so
good.
cute.
So good. Look at you.
Yeah.
Very
So I'm
cool.
famous even though my name's not out there.
It might be. It's on its way, just like Heather.
Well, I know, like, we're getting ready to publish a digital community guide.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to
Yes,
that.
me too. And I'm going to be putting something more out to our members about that, just in a single, a lot of times I'll put out emails with everything we have going on, and stuff tends to get lost in the shuffle. But this is going to be really cool because a lot of organizations do guidebooks or for membership guides, and as soon as it's printed, it's outdated, because you have businesses that join or drop, or so we thought doing a digital guide would be something, because we could constantly update it, and it wasn't something that you'd have to consistently buy into, with these large prices. So the cool thing, though, what I was talking with Mariana about is it is going to have the opportunity for us to add that video. So, if businesses are contacting her and they want to have where they're going through that digital guide, and you want to say, hey, click here to learn more about us, or click here to find out how to contact us, or even a how-to video. That would be really cool to have, see how we do this and just be able to click that video.
That would be nice.
I think that's going to be super.
Yeah, everybody wants
Cool.
to see video.
Yeah.
That's the way it is now. More video.
Well, and I think because you can tell somebody's story, easier with that than just, okay, here's a printed ad with somebody's, house on it. So yeah, I do, let's say I do pressure washing or whatever, okay, that's, the house is gorgeous, but tell me, more about it. So having somebody being able to do that.
Yeah. Another option that we offer, like I said earlier, was the client or customer testimonial video. Because you can look at something online and read something and see a picture. Nothing wrong with pictures. But if they can see and listen to the client or the customer talking about your product or your service, that's more better, because it gives that connection.
Yeah, there's
They can-
immediacy to it.
Yeah.
Because it's an actual person talking and not,
Right.
I reprinted this text, which may or may not be for real.
Yeah. Oh, I love
They
that
can,
idea.
they can see somebody actually talking about the service.
See, now that, and I know I heard you say that earlier, but I guess in my head I wasn't really putting with it where it needed to be. But that's really neat. So, and so someone could have, to hear testimony about our business, they could click there and have that quick video of an actual person,
Right.
saying, hey, we recommend them.
And a lot of people don't want to sit and read text.
Yeah.
So having a video option, they can listen to it, and it's it's more impactful than having to sit there and look at a whole bunch of black words on white type. It just, some people just don't want to take that time and read it. They don't want to look at a big block of text. It's intimidating. But listening to somebody for 30 seconds or a minute is, okay, I can do that. I got a minute.
Yeah.
I don't have a minute to read, but I got a minute to listen.
You could listen while you're riding in the car
That too.
or sitting at your desk.
So here's another question for each one of you. And I'll have each one of you answer it. Who is like your ideal client right now? Like if someone is sitting out there listening and say they're not sure what they need, like they're not positive. Hey, do I need video? Do I need photography? Do I need them both? You know, who are you kind of looking for right now that, you know, may be listening just to say, hey, you know, you need this?
I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
I guess my ideal client would be anybody that's an email marketer, like a real estate person or a service provider, so like insurance or things like that. Because I really want to focus on the 30-second introduction, which can be easily inserted into an email. It's low cost, and it's a great way for somebody to learn about your business and meet you before they actually meet you in person. They get a feel for who you are, your personality, that kind of thing. That's who I'm really looking to work with right now.
And I would think the testimonial videos would be awesome for like contractors, because a lot of people are always out there asking for referrals to different types of contractors in the area. And I know a lot of contractors don't necessarily have the time to, you know, be on the phones they're out in the field, they're working.
Right.
And so having something that they can send with a testimonial that says, here's, you know, so-and-so
Right.
talking about our work. I think that would be really important right now for them. So, yeah, if you're a contractor, you need to contact Mariana and get those testimonials in. But
Yeah, let your clients do your marketing for you. Very handy. I focus on women, so I am looking for female entrepreneurs, for small business owners, small business teams, so that I can work with them to help build up their branding, so that they've got something new and exciting to share, even if it's just a post a week, so they can be consistent in what they're putting out there and make it as easy as possible. And I have worked with a lot of different industries. I've done healthcare, restaurants, authors. So yeah, even if they're product based, yes, we can focus on them interacting with the product, or a customer interacting with the product. Or if they're a service base, there's a whole gamut of things we can do with them, the tools they use to do their job, different steps working with clients, that kind of thing. So, but I want the women who are hiding and that need to be visible to
As I'm hiding in the corner.
as Diane hides in the
I look
corner.
over at Diane.
No, but like when I used to own my own
you know,
business.
both of y'all need new headshots, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, I definitely do. But when I owned my own business, I really underestimated the impact.
People want to see you.
They do, and I don't appreciate that. But you know,
Well, video or photo, they
You know,
want to see
especially
you.
when like my sales were either in other people's stores or online. You know, you don't need to interact with me. That's what I thought. But people, they
Right.
want to see who's behind. Okay, well, who's making this product? You
Yep.
know, so I didn't put myself out there, but that is important. I mean, I can tell anybody listening, if you're like me, don't be like me. Don't be like Diane.
Well, if you go back and you look at your insights, everybody does the top 9 Instagram at the end of the year. You know what their top posts were. Okay, a lot of people that I follow were doing this. If you look back at your posts that have the most engagement, I will bet you that 9 out of 10 of those have a face.
I would have thought it would have been my food.
Your
So if I don't, I try not
food
to
is
post my food.
lovely, but most of your interaction is going to come with posts with a face. They want to see the people that you're working with or you.
That's
So-
true.
Probably because there's so many scams going on nowadays too. They want to know exactly who they're working with.
Well, I know for me, knowing what somebody looks like or about them personally, you're invested in their story and who they are. So you're most likely. That's why I try to tell people, get to know these small business owners. You know, you're going to have better service when you interact with them and kind of invest in who they are and vice
Yeah.
versa. So
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah, there's I felt kind of famous for a minute. I went into a small business. I had been interacting with them on Instagram. I had no idea what she looked like because she never posts her picture. But she knew who I was and said, "Oh, you're Maggie Takes Pics." And I'm like,
What?
how do you know me? Wait a minute,
you
I don't
curtsy?
understand. How do you know who I am? She's like, we're on Instagram. And we talked on Instagram a lot. Oh, yeah, you're right. We did. Had no idea who she was because I had
Isn't
never
that
seen
so
her face.
cool?
But but knowing that she knew who I was, that was kind of cool. I wish it had gone the other way too.
You'd be surprised at how many people
Should
look
have
you up.
faked it.
Yeah.
People will look you up if they hear about you. If somebody's recommended such and such a business, people are going to go look at their website. They're going to go look at their social media. They're going to go see what they're putting out there, and your personality is coming through and all of that. Your face should be there too.
hmm I got this thing, when I finally went back on LinkedIn the other day, it was like, it shows how many people have searched your, I guess, your profile.
Yep.
And it was like 40 some people. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, they didn't see much because I haven't been around in a while. But yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't really think about how many people.
And they didn't
that.
see much. So does that mean your business is still in business? That's the
Right.
question that runs
Exactly.
through their
And it's not
mind.
active.
If you're not active and you haven't,
And when I went on, I hadn't been on LinkedIn in, good gosh, 12 years.
I'm trying to be better.
And my
about it. I'm still working on it.
I still had like facial piercings, and I was like, oh gosh. And people had looked me up, and I thought, well, that's not me anymore, but that's what you mean. You have to update it. So I had to swap pictures real quick. We couldn't have that.
Yeah, there's some of them I'll go on like TikTok. I went and grabbed my username. I've never posted anything, but they know that it's just not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, well, okay, I don't need to be everywhere, but I do need to be on Facebook. I need to be on Instagram. I need to be on LinkedIn, and I'm trying to work on the LinkedIn thing some more too.
So for those that are listening in today to the podcast, how can they get in touch? And I'm going to start with Mariana. How would they get in touch with you if they're interested in doing, the video, the business card, the testimonials, or any of those, those sorts
They
of things?
can call me directly, 434-262-0465, or they can connect with me on Facebook. I've had a lot of businesses, the business owner friend request me, and then we've connected that way. And then I share my page with them, ID3 Media Productions. That's probably the best way.
Okay. And Maggie?
I am everywhere on social at Maggie Takes Pics. That's with an X, MaggieTakespix. I'm on Facebook there. I'm on Instagram. The website is maggietakespix.com.
Awesome. And I think we still have some time left before how are we looking, Woody? We doing good? Before he cuts us off to the next show. But I did want to very quickly talk about something you guys have coming up. You also work with the Adult Care Center.
Yes.
And I know you guys have an event this coming Saturday.
Yes, Saturday the 15th, Adult Care Center is having a bingo bonanza.
Yes.
We from 1 to 3 at the New London Raritan Club out on 460. So if you are a bingo player, we invite you to come out to that. It's a fundraiser for us. Sponsorships are almost sold out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we've had good sponsorship. We need people to come out and play
Well, I'm coming to play because
it's our favorite. It's our favorite game.
It's my favorite game. I love bingo. I'm like hardcore bingo player. I love it.
Yeah, we have it's 20 games for $25, and we have tons and tons of prizes, all kinds of gift cards for all kinds of different places. And
That's probably the one place if y'all want to see Heather not speak. It's probably a bingo because I mean I need to hear what's coming on, what's happening, and I don't like people to talk to me while I'm playing bingo because I'm daubing real quick because I'm always buying like the extra cards. And
Yep.
I went to this one in Virginia Beach with my mother-in-law a while back, and that I'd never been to one that big, and like people actually had their little people bring like good luck charms. Like they have all over the place. I was like, what is happening? I was just there with my little dauber. But I mean, there's some serious people, and they do get angry at you if you're talking too much or it's super. And theirs was weird because you could see the next number coming up before he called it. So people are already calling bingo before you even know what the
number. Oh,
it was. It was really crazy, and I didn't win anything, so I'm not going back. But I do. That's right. I want to win stuff. But I am really excited for Saturday because I'm trying to get.
And we'll even give you a dauber.
Yes, I'm going to try and get my daughter to come with me.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun. Last time I brought her with me was to a purse bingo, and she actually won the last blackout, but didn't realize one of the numbers had been called. So someone else won. I was so mad at her.
Oh, man.
I was like, I know you did not just lose
Were you throwing hands?
a Coach bag. And unfortunately, the winner was actually another one of our sponsors. It was Veronica Bratton with Sounds Hearing. She
so
was
you
there.
had to behave.
So I had to behave and act like I had some sense. And I didn't just go rip the purse out of her hand, but
She had it first.
yeah. So I'm excited for that. I just want to make sure that you were able to talk a little bit about that. So if anyone's listening and has not gotten tickets, how do they do that again?
There is actually a ACC Bingo Bonanza site on Facebook, but if you go to the Adult Care Center of Central Virginia Facebook page, there's a link to the event there, ACCCV on Facebook.
Okay.
If
Sounds
you go
good.
there, it'll link to all the other places and follow through.
Okay.
Tickets are available online.
And how much are tickets again?
It's $25.
$25.
Yep.
$25, and you will win fabulous prizes.
Yep.
Or I will win fabulous prizes. Somebody's going to win fabulous prizes.
Jeez.
And
You're awfully confident, Heather.
I am awfully confident.
She very much is.
So, well, thanks so much for you guys for coming on with us today. And I also want to very quickly thank our show sponsor, Sunburst Vinyl. Sunburst Vinyl Supply has been our show sponsor since the beginning and are sticking with us. So they're located at 1731 Sunburst Road. You can contact them at 434-525-5577 for all of your new construction, replacement window, vinyl, siding, shutters, gutters, and guards needs. Tune in next week to us at Talk Local to Me.